So Invictus, Ayush Anand says, I'm an 18-year-old self-taught 3D artist, currently working as a 3D prop artist for games. I would be truly workful if you could take a moment to review my portfolio and share any constructive feedback. When the full creation care. Okay, let's take a look. Let me close some of these elements here. Okay. Yeah, so for instance, this is a good example I was mentioning. Like, there's a couple of melee weapons here, but it looks a little bit more complete because we have more of this. They still feel a little bit simple to me, like relatively easy to do. But that's fine. I like that log. Looks interesting. Careful with the metal edgeware. Oh man, the optimization here is on the wrong side though. 3K triangles for this? That's way too much, man. Ayush, this is too much. Like a simple asset like this, you can optimize it with under 1K triangles. Easy. Easy. Same for this one. Look at that. 3,342 triangles. Nope. Way too much. Way too much. 4,700 triangles. Not ideal, man. Not ideal. This is probably the best one in terms of optimization. Careful with that, man. Careful with that. Because if you want to go into game environment like design and creation, you definitely need to optimize things a lot more. This looks fun. Torch gun. Yeah, good textures, good presentation, good breakdowns. You could break down the difference in terms of roughness a little bit more on some of this. Like this could be a little bit flatter, right? Like more rough. Nice details. UVs look good. I'm going to show you a trick, guys. This is again, it's such a simple thing, but it can really help some UVs. Because for instance, here, can you guys tell how these UVs are a little bit bended or a little bit straight? So that takes a lot of space in terms of UV space. It could be a little bit complicated to pack everything together when we have like this one right here. Can you see that one? It is very common to have this in cylindrical shapes and in curves. So let's say I'm modeling again like I don't know, like stripe or something, like a bracer. I'm gonna do like stylized bracer. So I do something like this, then we give it a little bit of bend right there. That we do something like that, right? And then because the character is I don't know, that the rest of the character is a little bit different, we modify it and it ends up looking like this. Very common, right, to have a shape like this in our characters. So if I do UVs for this thing, I'm gonna do UV camera based mapping, and then of course I would do one cut on the back and then one cut in an area that I can hide, like that one right there. If we take a look at the UV editor, we can unfold this, and this is what we get, right? Control L. But unfortunately, this one right here looks a little bit, it's not perfect, right? It's not completely square. Like there's a couple of things that we can do. So for this kind of elements, it is recommended that if possible, you go to the straighten UVs option and straighten the UVs. That's going to give you literally like a square of the element, and that's going to give you the best result. Wouldn't you cut at the 90-degree angle? Yeah. I mean, I would cut inside here if we're gonna be like optimizing, but yeah, we could cut like right there on the border as well. I'm thinking that again, this is like a belt or something. Now, here's the thing: if the shape is a little bit more weird, right? Like let's say that's a little bit more stretched, and the character is like, I don't know, like moving it around and things like that. Sometimes what happens, let me see if I can get this to work. Really distorting this to get a specific result that I want. Let me do a trace transformation, very important, and then an unfold. There we go. That's a lot better. See that? So if I try doing a straighten UVs, sometimes it's not going to work. Or sometimes the UVs are more like crooked. I'm not sure if you've seen this before, where you get like a very weird edge like this, right? Have you guys had something like this? Well, one of the things that you can do is you can grab one edge that goes in the center of the element and then hit this option that says straighten shell. And if you do that, the shell is going to get straightened quite a bit. And then once you have that, you can try doing the straightened UVs again. And at this point, yeah, you just like move some of the UVs around to really sort of like tighten it up. So that's the technique. Like if you have like a really skewed up element like this and you're trying doing straightened UVs, sometimes it's going to mess it up like this. It's going to generate like a very faceted effect. You first grab one edge, and then once you grab that one edge, you straighten shell. The shell gets straightened, and once the shell is straightened, then you straighten UVs, and you get like a cleaner resolution. That's just a way to do it. Sometimes it's better to do UV mapping before you start bending the mesh. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you know you're going to be bending a mesh, like this one right here, it's better to have a clean UV and then bend it, and then if you need to do a little bit of unfold or something, you clean that after. But yeah. So that would be my advice for you, Ayush. Some of these ones you can definitely straighten, and you're going to have cleaner UVs. But I was wondering if you had the wireframe. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, wireframe is fine. Again, we can optimize stuff. You don't need as many lines on that element right there.